Now the small SUV segment is a pretty busy part of the market, and Mazda has carved out its own niche with its CX-3 range. This is the top shelf model, the Akari Limited Edition. This one is front wheel drive, it's perky, it's more than a little bit posh for the price tag. Everyone knows CX-3s are pretty good on road, but how do they go when you leave the bitumen? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Now, if you're looking for even more details, read my full review on carsguide.com.au. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our news and reviews. Now let's kick off with its appearance. The CX-3 doesn't get by on its looks alone, but that's why a lot of people buy it, and for good reason. It's very easy on the eyes, there's no doubt about that. The Akari has a stack of other gear befitting a top spec model. Power sliding and tilt sunroof, heated front seats, that 360-degree view monitor, adaptive LED headlights, lane departure warning, and a bunch more. So inside is suitably plush. It is the flagship model after all. Fit and finish is impressive. It has a real prestige look and feel about it. There are a lot of nice soft touch surfaces around, but good luck keeping that white bit clean in the bush though. But space is limited. Fair enough, the driver and front passenger get well, room enough. I mean, head, shoulders and legs, I've got enough room. But in the back, it gets a bit squeezier. Now, room in the back seat is okay for an adult, but it's not fine. I'm sitting on my driving position. I got a little bit of space. It's good, but it's not great. You feel cocooned in the back seat rather than cozy. But throw a couple of kids in here, maybe top out at 3, or throw in a vertically challenged mate. Keep your travel time down to 2-hour chunks, and you'll probably be fine. Boot space is 264 litres with the seats up, so that means you'll have to pack creatively if there are 4 of you. That cargo space grows to 1164 litres with the seats down, so the Akari is a much more appealing packing proposition if it's 2 mates or a kid-free couple. Right, so it's lovely but squeezy, but how does it drive on bitumen and gravel? Pretty bloody well is the short answer. The Akari has a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine and a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's a punchy combination and more than capable of shoving this light little SUV along at a fair clip, no matter what surface the Akari is on. It sits nicely on the road, squat and settled and composed, and its suspension is alright on bitumen and even gravel roads. It's a bit firm and tends to get skippy on rougher patches, sure, but it's generally fine. Now this is no true off-roader, not by a long shot, but it doesn't claim to be. Its ground clearance is quite low. You tend to pick up fallen branches on the track no matter how small they are. You've got to avoid potholes, ruts and that sort of thing. Its wheels and tyres are more suited to the city than the country. But beyond those sorts of things, it's fine on bush tracks, gravel roads, backcountry bitumen, that sort of thing. It's nice to drive, steering is pretty precise on all surfaces, vision is good all round, and that engine and auto work well together. However, if you plan to do a lot of adventure driving, the all-wheel drive version of the CX-3 could be for you. And there are several versions available across the lineup, so it can be a reasonably budget-friendly option as well. Safety-wise, the Akari gets 6 airbags, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, 2 ISOFIX points, 3 top tether points, and that 360-degree view monitor. The Akari has a 5-star NCAP rating. Best fuel consumption is listed as 6.3 litres per 100 kilometres, and the Akari has a 48-litre fuel tank. The Akari has a 640 kilogram unbraked towing capacity and 1200 kilogram braked towing capacity. So if you're planning on doing any heavy load towing, then it's best to look at a bigger vehicle. Look, there are cheaper, roomier and more practical small SUVs on the market. There are even purpose-built, very capable small 4-wheel drives, and I'm thinking of the Suzuki Jimny here. But that doesn't mean you can't have a heap of adventures in something like this, even the front-wheel drive version.